What's up guys? Today I want to go through a 10-minute technical brush up on all the basic techniques. Why do I want to do this? Well, I've been going through a lot of your guys' footage, checking out the bag work, shadow box submissions you sent. Now I'm going through sparring footage. And then the other day I did a glove giveaway and people were sending 30-second clips of their training. And I just went, you know what? It's a good time to take everybody through all the little mistakes that I'm seeing and just really sharpen up. So you guys can do this bare hands or gloves on, it's your choice. Follow along with me, make sure you have all the fine details down so you can make everything as pretty, technically sound, crispy as possible. And I want to lead off with a simple jab cross. Why do I want to do this? What are the mistakes I'm seeing? Well, I see hand positioning not being quite correct. That means as I throw one hand, the other hand is lowering. I'm also seeing a little bit of forced movement through the hips and the shoulders. So if you go to your fighting stance right now and you remember that you're moving through your feet, don't just think, oh, it's only upper body. My feet, especially the back one, engage a little bit. It's a little twist. You can see right here. As my hips turn, my foot turns. Then my shoulders will follow as well. So if I was just doing no hands, it just looks like this. You guys should be able to do that if you utilize your back foot. If you don't utilize your back foot, it's just like that and it feels odd. Then from there you can add in 1, 2. That's it. Hip, hip. Twisting my feet, letting my hands go. Let's throw out 5 of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're just trying to stay relaxed. Like, yes, at the last second, you want to tense down, put a little bite, a little extra snap in your punch, but other than that, try to relax, try to learn to stay loose and stay relaxed at this portion of the punch, then I tense down. That's gonna really help you stay more fluid, and it will hopefully allow you to remember that your lower body needs to stay engaged as well, whereas when people tense up, it becomes a lot of upper body and looks more like this. And they're fighting too hard. We just want fluid. Just relaxed and fluid, and then you just start picking your speed up and the power will come. All right, from here, I want to go off the backhand, uppercut, hook. Same idea, hip pump, hip twist. Hip pump, hip twist. When we're throwing our uppercut, extend out from the head upwards, hook, and then come straight across with your elbow just as high as your fist. Stay super loose on these. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now from here, let's move into throwing a longer combination. Now we're going to be still rotating back and forward, because we're going to go 4 punches, alternating arms. So for this one, I want the jab cross, which we threw initially, following into the hook, and then following with the cross. One more time, jab, cross, hook, cross. Remember, you only need to bite down on the end of your punch. That's when you tense. Other than that, learn to stay relaxed. Jab, cross, hook, cross 5 times, and 1, just fluid. Maybe a little faster each time. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, when we stop alternating arms, and just shifting from side to side, things become more difficult. So now what I want us to do is go jab into the hook. To have any sort of big power, we need to throw our left shoulder in front, draw the right shoulder in front, and then go back to the left shoulder being in the lead. We do this so we don't end up just going 1, 2. That makes for awkward looking shadow boxing, but it also decreases your power. If I just go like that, there's not much punch on the second technique. So it's 1, twist, 2. Again, 1, twist, 2. And just like we were talking about with our foot before, watch my back foot, twist, big twist, and then another one. Lots of foot action happening. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, now from here we'll keep advancing up a little bit and I'll keep explaining the details to you. On this one, I want jab, cross, jab, fade off to the side, and then we're gonna come uppercut, hook. Now we just talked about doubling up on one arm. Remember, it's not gonna be 1, 2 with this shoulder in front. We're gonna drop, uppercut, twist, and then hook. Try that with me a couple times here. Drop to the side. You guys will be going that way, most likely. Uppercut, twist, hook. Again, drop to the side, uppercut, twist, hook. And then from there, we just add a jab, cross, jab on the beginning. Ready? 1, jab, cross, jab, fade to the side, uppercut, twist, hook. 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, very nice. If we can get that down and we start getting more fluid through here, and don't worry about tensing the arms all the time, I think that will help a lot of you guys just make your shadow boxing look a little bit more advanced. I want everybody on my channel to feel like they're making progress as I'm teaching you. I don't want you to be a year from now looking at video footage of yourself and then looking at video footage from a couple days ago and kind of looking like, I look pretty much the same. I want you guys to see a dramatic change having learned everything I'm sharing on this channel. So this is a big one for you. Now from here, I want us to go through jab, cross, hook, hook, upper, upper. And we want to make sure that we don't confuse speed and sacrifice the technique that should be there because we're trying to punch really fast. Like I could easily go, and a lot of people do shadow boxing like that, but they forget about the technique. Twist, twist, twist. Look at my hips and my shoulders. Lots of rotation. Then I can add in the speed. So let's start slow. It's straight, straight, hook, hook, upper, upper. Hand always returning to my head in between. Ready? 1, jab, cross, hook, hook, upper, upper. 2, every time just a little faster. 3, 4, and 5, and that's a good start on the hands. Let's get the legs involved as well. So we're not just throwing boxing combos, we're throwing the kickboxing or Muay Thai or maybe MMA combinations. So I know most of the time when people do round kicks, they go right through, but not everybody who's watching has room to go straight through. And it's also good to get used to hitting, pulling, and dropping right back down. You know, if I hit towards Bob, I don't always go through because that's either signifying that I missed or I hit and went right through, which probably indicates I'm knockout. We want to get good at also hitting and pulling, like we, bat the arm or the leg off the opponent's arms, or he blocks it. So we can also practice not sailing right through, which is what we'll do right now. We're going to go 1, 2 into a quick skip, and then work to our head round kick off the left leg. What we want to really make the finer details here are, number 1, we already worked on letting our shoulders go. Once we're in this position, a very fast switch of the feet. Remember, when you switch your feet, it's not jump and land. At the same time, it's an offbeat skip. 1, 2, just done quickly. 1, 2. So I come 1, 2, skip. Now from here, I have to disengage my heel on the foot that is now in the lead and turn my hips over. That's the really important part here. If I don't turn my hips over after my cross, the kick ends up coming very rigid because my hips are square. So we need to be able to lift, twist, and then from there we can snap out, and we imagine that we're aiming through the target about 3 inches. Aiming through a target 3 inches will give you plenty of power to make sure that your kick can actually hurt somebody. One more time, jab, cross, skip, and into that nice round kick. Ready, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, hopefully that's fluid. That's the main thing that I want people working. Having the fluidity in their combinations, in their techniques, but also still being able to generate power. When you can do that, that's what will make you more advanced. From here, let's move on to throwing a longer hand combo and then finishing up with 2 kicks. We'll make this one just a little bit harder. Again, twist, twist, and we'll finish with the hook now. From there, I want us to come low kick, reset right to the same position that we were at, and then a fade back into a head round kick. We already worked that left leg, so it should be loosened up enough to just snap up to head level. Let's see that from the side once. Twist the shoulders and hips, twist, twist. We're loaded up here for this back leg to unwind. I execute a big pivot off my front foot. I turn my hips over. I rechamber for the drop. I fade my weight back. As I fade my weight back, this foot pivots, and then my hips are in the right position to snap through. Again, one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? And 1. Every time a little faster. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, before we move into a final combination, a final longer combination to really work on letting those hands and hips and everything move together, let's run quickly through the front kicks. We'll just go jab, cross, front kick, and then jab, cross, front kick off the opposite. But I want to run through with you the details of the front kick. First off, when I land a front kick, I do not want to be elevated. You can see the leg I'm standing on. I do not want to be elevated through the ball of my foot. This indicates a couple things. Either I'm leaning too far forward, and that's a bad thing, because if I'm leaning too far forward and I miss, or this guy moves, I'm gonna just end up sailing that direction. Second, if I stay elevated but I'm not leaning in super far, when I front kick, I'm gonna knock myself backwards. I want to execute a lift of the heel, a twist of the foot to get that pivot, but then staying flat. You will notice pretty much all Muay Thai fighters, Buakaw, any of these guys who are exceptional at front kicks, they have this foot flat to the ground, but they've twisted it. Because if I forget to twist it and I just execute my front kick like this, that's the extent of my reach. So I have to turn, so I create all that extra ability to aim through the target. So as we throw these, 1, 2, and then you pivot, make sure your foot is flat. Second time through, we'll go off the opposite leg. Again, very fluid through the arms and maximizing your twisting through the shoulders and the hips. All right, and 1. And now off the back leg, 2, 3, 4. Head should be pretty close to above the hips. Don't let the head fall forward. If you want to lean back a little bit, that's okay, but you want to make sure that you're not falling forward and you're not doing something like that. I forgot where we're at. Let's go with 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now let's finish off with one final combo for today. It was sort of what we were building to throughout the whole session here. Being able to get to this, but having laid all the groundwork beforehand so that we get here and we're not throwing things considerably incorrect. I want to start with a jab, and then I want to do a rechamber and a second jab, because a common error I saw was touching the jab out like that, but not rechambering. So we're gonna go jab, pull back, jab. It's a little slower, but the technique is correct. From there, we're gonna throw cross hook. Let's do that again. Jab, jab, cross hook into a front kick off the back leg. One more time. Jab, jab, cross hook, and do my front kick. When we come down, we're gonna go jab, cross hook, and then we're gonna come to a round kick. We'll go through that slowly right now because I know that is a lot. So, jab, jab, cross hook. From there into my front kick. Down, back to my regular stance. Turn the shoulders for jab, cross hook, and then come to my controlled back leg round kick. One more time, then we'll count out 5 fast. Double jab, cross hook, front kick, down, jab, cross hook, round kick, down, and balanced. 5 times, ready, and 1. And just take a second, 2. You can pick the pace up if you want each time. 3. 4. And last one, 5. And there we have it, guys, a little technical run through. Hopefully this helps some of you guys just get a little bit looser, a little bit more fluid, and up the skill level on those techniques, because we're always trying to improve, not just you guys, me as well. Always trying to get better. I hope you guys really appreciated that little technical breakdown, technical class, if you will. If you did, guys, give the video a like. If you haven't already, join the channel and get subscribed. Train hard, guys. I'll see you back here soon for another video.